how do you feel about the Wii U?
There is a lot of negativity surrounding the name of the Nintendo Wii U. Poor console sales, poor third-party support, and it was discontinued in January 2017 to make room for the Nintendo Switch. Breath of the Wild was the final first-party Nintendo title to be released on the console.
The Wii U made 13 million in console sales. Mario Kart 8 is the best-selling Wii U game with 8 million. And you could use old Wiimotes and classic controllers and nunchucks with the Wii U. And there's a way to transfer all your games onto the Wii U.
I can only speak for myself. I was there day one. I was pretty happy that Nintendo made an HD console. Pikmin 3 was delayed for the fact Nintendo didn't anticipate how much time they needed to take to polish their game for HD visuals.
Another thing, before we cut away, no Blu-ray player, no DVD player. You can't even put in an audio disc, CD in that to play music. So, no movies, no music.
Day 1. I got 3 games when I got my Wii U. Black Ops 2, Assassin's Creed 3, New Super Mario Bros. U. Easily Black Ops 2 got the most play. Such a sure bet, because I can never get enough of Black Ops 2. Easily the one Call of Duty game I spent the most time in and never even touched the campaign. I just sat at the menu screen.
But the town pool in the Wii U servers, not the best, hardly competitive, filled with noobs, one could say. If one fancies himself a gamer with true skill.
New Super Mario Bros. U is just an HD Super Mario Bros. Wii with all new levels and worlds.
It's like you take the visuals from Super Mario Bros. 3 that is featured in Mario Bros. All-Stars and repackage it, label it Mario Bros. 4 with all new levels and worlds. That's what's happening here with Mario Bros. U.
Assassin's Creed 3 is just trash, and that's on Ubisoft. Should have been cool, should have been dope. It was a nice time in history. Well, not a nice time in history, but you know what I mean. It was lots going on in that time. Though the major flaw in the game is lame ass missions, segments, story bullshit.
Yes, Assassin's Creed 3 is the Boston Tea Party of games. From the British perspective. Yes, I dumped some tea in the East Coast, killed some redcoats, I believe is how you would say that. I shit on this game in another video. Let's go watch that video. Cut away. Okay, we start with Master Wayne.
It's not like we're calling these games bad. It's just that in a certain point in time, they've just really pissed us off.
Pretty good.
Not to mention how slow this game is compared to its predecessor. You know, that one game that was released in 1985?
I'm bringing sexy back.
Apparently, I need to hold Master Wayne's beer because he's bringing sexy back.
I give this game chance after chance and, what am I looking at right now? I tell you, this game, you won't find that in Sonic the Hedgehog.
He's good at making a functional video game review, but his comedic material, it's not that good. It just doesn't translate well on video.
So play it, then kill yourself.
Okay, Tompo.
But it is, without question, one of the biggest disappointments that's ever happened. I mean, it had been a while since we had a good Alien game, The last one of note was AVP2, which was just so well done.
He does voiceovers very well.
Let's be fair though, they jumped onto that fucked up freak show too late. Duke Nukem Forever had been doomed since, well, forever.
Tell me something I don't know, Tompo.
And it took me 8 attempts just to get this piece of shit to load so I could record some bullshit gameplay footage. They missed a lot of steps with this game. The characters and dialogue seem interesting, but they all die too fast and too furious for us to care about. The levels look amazing even if the graphics were not up to the standard of the promotional material.
His review is very clinical and on point by the numbers.
Do you know what? Fuck this game.
Okay, Dark Mortis time. Lay it on me.
This isn't good. I don't care what anyone says. Which makes me question, was the Assassin's Creed series ever good?
Alright, he's going through his opinion on the whole series.
Just so you don't think I'm a jaded I really like Black Flag.
No one was thinking you were a jaded fuck, Morris.
The fact that the Eagle viewpoints don't have fast travel functionality. You gotta use the underground passages to fast travel. Why? Assassin's Creed is supposed to be about climbing high places, gracefully jumping from rooftop to rooftop, and its incredible vistas.
When you think Assassin's Creed 3, what comes to mind is that shit is going to be dope. But it isn't dope. Far from it. That shit just stinks.
Ready to go again?
No.
Alright, Sonic fan, War Gods, lay it on me.
The gameplay and fatalities of Mortal Kombat. And instead of having various characters that actually play well and are from different realms.
The sound quality is terrible.
Well, Sonic fan is dead wrong. He tells me I will have a bad time with this game. But I had the opposite of a bad time with this game when I was 10. So his whole review is invalid.
Fucking game has fucking XOR, whoever the fuck that is. Even back in 1997 when I played this game, I didn't have any fucking fun.
Dropping F-bombs to express how upset he is over this game, instead of using actual words.
Horrible and not a fun game to play. You will have a bad time with it. It's extremely horrifying.
Also to note, Master Wayne, Tompo, and Dark Morris, they picked games that are the worst in their opinion because they had high expectations of the games due to the properties that they come from. Assassin's Creed, Aliens, Alex Kidd should have had dope sequels, but didn't happen. Expectations crushed. We are mad. But does that mean Sonic fan had high expectations for War Gods when he, I don't know, picked it up, rented it, or bought it, or emulated it? I don't know. Only he could tell us. Like, did he believe War Gods would be the next Mortal Kombat for Midway?
There are other games that I came to own, such as Twilight Princess HD, Breath of the Wild, Deus Ex, Human Revolution, Xenoblade Chronicles X, Resident Evil Revelations.
We can board from here. Jessica, we have a promise to keep. Let's go.
Great. A cruise, just the two of us. Only the whole thing is sinking.
Resident Evil Revelations is a solid low-budget third-person Resident Evil that is more in the vein of horror. It was originally a 3DS title, but it was so good, it was ported to the Wii U first, and came later to other consoles. The limited processing power for the 3DS makes for tighter areas, a tighter camera, and tighter story chapters. Despite this, the shooting feels satisfying. It's more streamlined for quick on-the-fly action. with a dedicated button for healing item use, and the D-pad cycles your weapon selection. It is one of the better games on the Wii U. So can we talk about Jessica while this elevator loads the next area? Xenoblade Chronicles X! I'm happy it made it to print. It is a sweet RPG with giant mechs to pilot. The gameplay can jump from mech combat to regular human melee combat seamlessly, and the world map is massive. I have easily sunk many hours into this game. It's hard to put down. Deus Ex Human Revolution is the most mechanically great game on the Wii U. It is made better on the Wii U. It is about shooting, deep story, choices, puzzles, and cybernetic augmentations. It is all kinds of Neuromancer.
But the Wii U is more than just games.
The Wii U had Wii U Chat, which is basically Skype for Nintendo. It had Hulu and Amazon Instant Video. It had the Miiverse.
Now it's more of a Necroverse.
Still has YouTube, Netflix, the eShop, the web browser, and Wii functionality. The Wii U gamepad does function as a TV remote, which is handy.
How do I feel about the gamepad?
Feels good. Feels solid. I don't like this new D-pad though. I never liked the Wii's D-pad, but whatever.
What really kills it is losing the Wii Virtual Console. The Wii U eShop doesn't have a robust selection of retro games from all the old consoles.
The Wii Virtual Console had games for the TurboGrafx 16, the Commodore 64, the Master System, and the Neo Geo. Neo Geo.
The last game I got on the Wii Virtual Console was Castlevania Rondo of Blood. Some off the ice talk, I got that game to get footage for my review of Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
It has such great video quality. My only other option would be to get the PC Engine with the Super CD add-on, peripheral, and a copy of Rondo of Blood for the Super CD.
Now, don't get me wrong, the Virtual Console was such a brilliant idea. Absolutely. All kinds of retro games on retro consoles in one place. It's how I play my Mario RPG. There's one thing though, it isn't the authentic experience. Listen, I'm the kind of dude who likes to simulate the old CRT, the original console, original controller, original cartridge. It is all to simulate the time and place of the video game and console I'm playing, in the time of its peak. With some beers, of course.
Hold your fire! I'm a human!
I have heard people comparing the Wii U to the Dreamcast. Now, there are two things wrong with that statement. Wii U isn't Nintendo's last console. They've come roaring back with the Switch, and the legacy of the Dreamcast is still going strong today, where I believe the Wii U without online support will fade away like the Virtual Boy.
Gamers still play the Dreamcast online, namely Phantasy Star Online, but you need a dial-up connection. I was considering making that happen 3 years ago and get a dial-up connection.
Connect me.
But the question is, why do I still have my Wii U? Why do I keep it around?
I use the web browser significantly. I use the eShop and Wii console menu a lot. I use it to play a lot of my Wii games. That's if I wish to play the atrocity that is Metroid 3 Corruption, or the cult following that is Xenoblade Chronicles. I've used it for my Wolf Run Play series for Twilight Princess HD and the original Ocarina of Time.
Playing Ocarina of Time on anything that is not a N64 controller is painful.
The thing about the Wii U, I would have gotten more out of it if I were younger and had less things. The Wii U chat would have gotten a lot of use if I didn't have 30 other different things that had Skype. Same goes for YouTube and Netflix. If I didn't own so many old consoles and games, I would use a Virtual Console and eShop more.
I was so excited to see what the Wii would bring us. What it brought us is Breath of the Wild, Xenoblade Chronicles X, in Super Mario Maker. Not my cup of tea.
Let's party!
But my kind of taste is on the lines of Left Alive, Death Stranding, and Metal Wolf Chaos XD.
Wanna find out who gets to play Wyatt Earp?
Left Alive has mechs. It is a very janky third-person shooter. The shooting is very, what's the word, spotty. And the story is all over the place. But I just need to know where this story goes. That's why I'm going to finish this game.
Well, she's bleeding a little.
Death Stranding is addicting. I can be lost for days, running deliveries and hauling material. The story itself is pretty tame, and for a Kojima game, the whole game is so tame. What happened there?
Sam, the delivery terminal outside still works. Go ahead and get it connected.
Connect me.
And Metal Wolf Chaos XD, what can I say? It is so hand-fisted. I play as the President of the United States. Huge contrast from Death Stranding's US President. This President piles a fucking mech and goes all over America to free his country in times of great desperation. And it has Wolf in the title, and I will say no more.
And now I'm gonna take America back!
But the point is, that I'm trying to make, is the Wii U is still a worthwhile console until they shut down the Wii Shop and the web browser and YouTube become antiquated, much like the web browser in the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast has a web browser. My friend, the Green Cape, has the web browser for the Dreamcast. All I need is a dial-up connection. But once it loses those things, the Wii U, it's fucked. I mean, how dare some people drag the great name of the Dreamcast through the mud by comparing it to the Wii U? Who does that? I'm Dark Morris of WolfBitOdyssey. Thanks for watching this video.
It's so cold, John. Global warming. Oh, yeah, that's what that little girl told me.